Hey folks, this is Arthur with GoodTimesRadio-TV. We're here at the 2015 Chicago Auto Show. With me is Garen Nicoghosian. He's the Exterior Design Manager for the Ford GT. How are you doing today?
Thank you, I'm doing well.
Excellent.
How about yourself?
Excellent.
Good.
So tell us about the Ford GT we're standing in front of right now.
The Ford GT, the new one, right behind us. It took about a year to get the car done, and we did it in a Skunk Works kind of a studio where not too many people got a chance to see the project. It was truly a well-rounded effort between us, our counterparts and partners in engineering as well as in our aerodynamics department, and of course marketing. So it was one of the best collaborations between all of our teams that I've been a part of at my time at Ford. Iconic product, we have to make sure that it represents the legacy that it carries. It is it's a very, very, very serious challenge to design the next supercar, especially when you're going to call it the GT.
Right.
So for that, we had to make sure that the car's got legs for the future. It's a modern interpretation of what a GT is. It doesn't simply put features on it because it had it on the old one. This one learns from the old one and combines all of the technical aspects that we needed to make sure the car has, and we tie it together with GT design language. And that's how we interpreted the modern incarnation of the car.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about then the design and even the mechanical, what you guys did with the mechanical aspect of it all.
The recipe for this car, if you will, is based on aerodynamics, on lightweighting, and the use of our Eco-Boost engines. And they all provided, all three of those elements provided us with opportunities in design. So the aerodynamics allowed for some pretty elaborate shapes on the car. We managed air through the car, above the car, underneath the car. Every opening has an exit. You know, if air goes into any part of the vehicle, it's got an equal amount for it to be coming out of, so for efficiency. And that allowed us to have a good bunch of time, a good load of play with the shapes, the various shapes that would direct the air. We have the nostrils in the front. We definitely put in a little bit of GT design cues into those. We have various openings in the back of the car to take heat away from the engine compartment. Lightweighting, carbon fiber.
Yes.
We make this thing out of carbon fiber. It's got a carbon tub, it's got a complete carbon body, and it also has an opportunity built into the material that we can get away with more fluid shapes. You know, we're not limited by how you would stamp something. Carbon allows you some freedoms that you don't have in traditional manufacturing, and we took full advantage of that, which is how we're able to put a car like this together with the buttresses, with all the negative space between the fuselage and the pods. That's all as a result of being able to make the body panels out of carbon fiber. And then the Eco-Boost engine, we're using a much smaller engine than you would traditionally associate with a GT, physically smaller. And that allowed us to shrink wrap the bodywork around the mechanical components, allowing us to have this pretty aggressive and very unique to us shape in the plan of the car, the plan view of the car. These are some pretty important drivers for what the vehicle ended up looking like.
That's very exciting news for Ford and for also the future of Ford. So we can maybe look forward to carbon fiber going into automobiles, everyday automobiles then.
We work towards that. We've got some partnerships with some key members that we're exploring the possibilities of the material. It's not easy to say, yeah, by a certain date you're going to get carbon fiber fusions. That's not what the message here. The message is that we're learning from our exploration on this vehicle. Jamal, the chief engineer for Ford Performance, hinted at the work that we had done on the 2005 GT, all aluminum, and now we have F-150s that are aluminum. That's the sort of thing that you never know. But the whole goal of a program like this is to discover the next area of improvement and see where appropriate, if you can trickle it down onto the production cars.
Absolutely. And then this is also an anniversary model. That's correct?
Yes, in a way it is. Of course, the original Ford GT was done in the 60s, 1964-ish, give or take that time frame. We're about 50 years past that, so it's a pretty decent milestone to hit.
That's perfect. Now, how wonderful news for Ford. Well, thank you very much. So where can people find more information on this Ford GT?
Ford.com, you should be able to find information on the vehicle. We're going to be sharing more about this vehicle in the coming months and throughout the time that its development catches up to being able to be sold next year.
Absolutely.
So look for information on this car. We'll be sharing appropriate information at select times in the next months or so.
Fantastic. Thank you again very much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you everybody for watching. This is Arthur Lisiaga with Good Times Radio TV. You can see this interview and more at GoodTimesRadio-TV.com or TomorrowsAlliance.com. Thank you.